Hey Gav Club, I'm recording this episode 14 Path of Exile weekly update in advance because, as you can see, there's less than a day before the SSF Ruthless Private League with prizes is about to start. So tomorrow I'm going to be mostly doing filters, and I'm going to try and figure out how to go live on YouTube for that as a test. You may have seen me playing PoE series. It seemed to go down pretty well, so I thought I might give going YouTube live, or I can continue doing the me playing PoE videos. Either, but yeah, I'm going to do this SSF Ruthless private league over the weekend, and I need to spend some time doing all of my filters tomorrow, which is Friday the 27th of January. It's currently just after 2100 hours on the 26th of January, Thursday 26th January. That's GMT because I'm in England, UK, as I've mentioned before. So with that all said and done, let's get on to what I've been up to in PoE this week. As you may have noticed in my previous videos, I have been leveling a Spark build in my racing count on SSF. That went really well. I've learnt a lot. I've put most of it into a POB with the aim of doing an all singing, all dancing, all inclusive POB with leveling staff, leveling items, unique leveling if you're going to level a Spark build in trade / SSF as a second/third character. I'm working through the notes here. I hit a bump in Act 6 when I got access to all the gems and I could really sit and look at it. I accessed PoE Ninja and saw what people were doing in day 1 of Sanctum League and picked what I thought was the most popular, or going by the heat tree of all the characters that didn't have some uniques like Mage Bloods, Headhunters. I've removed all of those, and this is kind of the gist of where we're at. It worked out really well. I had no problems. Act 5 Katava went down easily, and as I said, got into Act 6 and completed Lily's Quest first straight away. So I could then sit and look at it and realise that the gear selection I had done throughout the previous 5 acts was abysmal, and I had the wrong bases for the sockets I needed. So I sunk whatever currency I had, being SSF. I didn't have very much, and I ended up with a very bad build and choice of colours, so I had to sacrifice some gem colours to get. I mean, it got through half of Act 6, and then I ran out of time. I had some IRL stuff to do today, so yeah, I mean, my hope is I'll get this all done with various different versions. Spark does really well in Delve, so I'll have a Delve bit on here. I'll have Cold Convert, I'll have straight Spark, so just a lightning damage one, and then if I can find a decent enough build, a poison Spark. So once you've got into red maps, you can then potentially choose, or once you've killed Katava and you're starting your map journey, you can see how these variants will do. The leveling guide will be straight Spark, basically, so it'll be lightning damage mostly with some stuff. But that's where I am with that. I've spent a lot of time this week doing that. As for my own progress on my own account, well, my main account, sorry, not my own. Sorry, that was a misconception. Again, haven't played any Ruthless because I'm waiting for this private league. Let's get away with that. Hardcore, you may have seen the rip. I think it was level 81 or 82 Jug got ripped. I was very upset, but took a word out of Zizarin's book and just re-rolled within 36 hours or so Got back up to level 20. Exactly same build, no changes, just we go again. I really love the Jug. It is fantastic. Jug RF is amazing. So yeah, that's where we're at in hardcore. I still haven't done with this. I'm not even sure I'm going to run it. And I'll get into why. You've seen, if you've watched me playing PoE series, you know that on my main Trickster I have switched over to iShot. It does a way better damage, and I just need to log in and do the change on this one when I have some time. Sanctum, this is the Delve version of Spark, which will be my Deep Delver in Standard, but this has hit a bit of a blind spot. It's a currency gear stage. I've got the 4 basic uniques, which is the two Call of the Brotherhoods, a career award with some attributes on it, got the Heat Shiva, gems are all over the place. Again, it's a currency issue. The build itself works. We've got a couple of flasks before I realised for Delve I'm really going to need purity of elements because the flasks aren't that reliable, but that was after I rolled them and set them up, so that's that. I haven't done anything with this. I mean, this one's probably going to be okay, but I'm going to wait to go into Standard and then pick up the Legacy Flask, which have got the gain 5/7 charges upon hit, and go from there. So this build is pretty much done for Sanctum League. It's horrible at doing Sanctums. It just doesn't have any... Well, the build's bad for this version of Spark is really bad for Sanctum. So this build in Sanctum League is pretty much done. I'm going to wait for Standard, throw some currency at it and get it going that way. As for this Ballista build, I could potentially do something with it. I asked for help and managed to get someone to do the Eater of Worlds, because I've mentioned possibly previously before, Eater of Worlds is complete green. Everything's green apart from the purple balls. I can't see anything. I have no idea where the boss is. I have no idea what the ability does. I just hope to lay totems and shoot stuff and hopefully it'll die. It didn't, because the DPS on this build is bad. So I did it twice and failed. I asked for help and someone came in and killed it for me. So I managed to get that Void Stone. At that point I was like, I got the Searing Exarch to spawn, picked up the got that. I can't be asked. I think I'm pretty much done with Sanctum League. Don't get me wrong, it is a great league. I'd love to go through it and do more to try and get the uniques for my unique collection. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it because of bad decisions and bad research on a league start. So I think pretty much I might dabble and come in here and give it a shot, but I just don't have the currency to get all full, pay for the carries for the Void Stones. So I'm possibly not going to bother. That's Sanctum. Done hardcore, so that's left is Standard. I've done a couple of baby heist runs just to generate some currency and level up some gems, but the build itself hasn't changed. My Death Oath character hasn't changed. It's now 97. Not sure if that was the case when we did the last one. 98 on the Delirium RF character, again, not changed. This one has changed, as you've seen in the Play With Me series, but not very much. We literally changed 2 gems. We took out Explosive Arrow and slotted in Ice Shot on the in the totem version we've got Superior Ice Shot, and then in the self-cast we have got Superior Ice Shot. I did looking to getting a alt quality, but they were more expensive than I wanted to pay out for at this stage, so I left them. We have completed all of our level 77 heist stuff. Now I finished the last one today. That's now done. I don't have to do any more of the low level stuff anymore. I can move on to the eye level 83 heists from my maps, which I've sorted out, and they're all nicely organized. So I just pick up the blueprint and then the 4/5 contracts, run the contracts, hopefully generate enough to run the thing. I am woefully low on rogue markers. I've burnt through about 150,000 rogue markers running those low levels, so I really do need to do some baby heist and generate some rogue markers and reveals. My Gianna's less than 100 reveals for the first time, pretty much ever, I think. So yeah, there is that. So I just got a notification on Discord. Oh, it's just a GGG update, new build of the week. That's fine. I'll watch that later. So that's that. Anything I didn't want, I've just thrown in my rotating stash tabs. I don't expect anyone to pay 3 divines for these, even in standard. It's just I rotate them through. As you can see, I go down 3 divines. My X tab is just old heist gear where I've updated mine. It's just sat there in case someone wants it. It's cheap nasty gear for a cheap nasty price. And then as we slowly go down the thing, I've sold all my rare beasts. They're all gone. Someone brought the whole lot from me. 700. It turned out to be 760 rare beasts. They're all gone. I got loads of divines, so I put some in my stash, backed up that, put some in here, and then I spent some on an item, which we'll go through soon. And other than that, no changes on this character whatsoever. We're back up to a nice stacked decks here, so I'll open those possibly tomorrow once I've done the filter. Maybe even if I can get YouTube running live, I might even do it live so you can see what I get. So that's that character. Nothing. I haven't run any labs. I've been lazy. Haven't run any labs for my enchants, but the character works. It does. Which ones does it do? Normal lab, normal eternal lab was done. That runs absolutely fine. No problems at all. Offering the goddess, no problems. I've done 2 dedication to the goddesses, no problems. I done 1 gift to the goddess, no problem. And then I ran I did a tribute to the goddess. There was a problem with the 3rd and final Izaro because I hadn't killed one of the portals in a previous version, in the previous Izaro fight, and 2 of the lieutenants. I couldn't quite get to the lieutenants before I killed Izaro. So I'll have to watch out for that also. But that last fight, that 3rd Izaro was a bit of a monker. But they all died. I didn't die. They all died. So yeah, the build is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Excuse me. I'm glad I chose Jug RF as my lab runner. It doesn't run. It goes as fast as you can get around with Shield Charge and Frostblink. Because I'm using the Legacy of Fury boots, the movement speed is a bit lackluster. Ideally it would be 35% with a 10% if you haven't been hit kind of buff. But anyway, that's that. It works really well. I might take into maps to get my souls done. That's on the wrong soul anyway, I think. No, it's not. 10% damage taken from over time. Yep, that's the one. And then we're down here for Soul of Relikesh. But it looks like I've already... When did I do that? Okay, surprise, surprise. Okay, so I might need to do a couple of maps to finish off the Pantheon. That's a shocker. Alright, okay. Well, that's good news. That saves me some time. Alright, so that's that character done. We've just done that. I logged on to the wrong character. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, so bad. Done that one, done that one. Right. The one that's gone through the biggest change is my Blade Vortex character. So I pinged Baylor's channel. I've been working on this character for ages now. We're up to, I think it's about 2.5 mirrors, not actual mirrors. I've only ever had one drop. It's there, and that's where it will stay. That's the only one I've ever had in my under my control, in my mine. It's mine. But across pre-change to divines, multiple exalted orbs, multiple vines, hundreds if not thousands of chaos, thousands of other bubblegum currency to craft cluster jewels and craft all the gear, plus getting the harvest enchant on the bow, Yeah, this is up to about 2.5 meters. Bearing in mind as well, we've got Legacy Quicksilver, Legacy Cinder Swallow, Taste the Hate is Legacy. I think the Dying Sun might be Legacy as well. Yes, Legacy Dying Sun. And then we've got that flask there. So all of these are mostly Legacy, I think. We've got this lovely lure, which has got the most amount of 10. It doesn't go into heist, so the only thing there is smuggler caches have 10% chance to duplicate contains rogue markers. Then we've got all the cluster jewels up here, which were, most of them were rolled, some of them were brought. It depended on what I needed. The area ones were rolled myself. And then we've got the small minor ones. I think I brought one of the bases and then crafted it. So this one still needs crafting. Ideally, it would have a 25% increased effect. Well, ideally it'd be 35%, but it's not the right eye level. Same with this one as well. And then we've got this cluster jewel set up over here. And then these ones as well. And then we're on to the third nodes as well. So that's all that. What we've done, we were down here going into Devotion. We'd then level to 100 and take this basic jewel for a Watcher's Eye, round for the power charge, and down for the maximum endurance charge. But to get there, I had to stop dying. I couldn't figure out what to do. I was stuck. I was on my autistic railroad. I couldn't come off. There was no stopping me. I just couldn't figure it out. So I asked for help. Someone said, well, how about you spend your Uberlab points? So I did that. I don't have 2 curses, so I don't have Unholy Authority yet. I should do, because I can then hit hex-proof enemies. So I instinctively decided to take Vile Bastion to get my energy shield, so I can do Blade Vortex, because I'm running EB, because otherwise I can't afford Blade Vortex. It's 76 mana per cast, so that's a lot of mana. Plus I've got Vortex for rares and rituals. I still don't like the fact that tooltip says mana when it's actually energy shield, but you know, you get the point. And with all the auras, of which I have many, there's just no mana left to do it. So I've gone EB. It means that some of the stuff I picked up from Headhunter, my energy shield goes right across there and does nothing, but it's the only way I could figure out to do it. Once 3.21 hits and I get a free respec, I might look into doing something else, maybe even changing Ascendancy if I've crafted my Explode chest by then. So we cut out all of this down here, about 7 or 6 nodes. We popped 1 into here for the Aura effect. We popped 2 in here to give us more life. It was just the closest nodes to take. And then we took 5 points down here to pick up Written in Blood. And the whole Written in Blood wheel again, there's mainly for the life nodes. So it's 15, 20, 25, 29, oh no, 30, 35, but 35% increased max life. So we're now over the 3K life. And then I also popped 1 into the last mana life load there, just past Heart and Soul. Aside from that, we dumped our Carcass Jack into our stash here. It is now sat there. And spent 5 divines on a very nicely rolled Law Weave. Rolled the colours. Just spammed 1 green on the crafting bench. 1 green socket until we rolled what we needed. I took about 3 rolls, I think. So that was that done. Popped them in there. And I'm away. I've run 5 or 6 maps, got up to level 93, which is where the Heart and Soul node come from. This one here, got up to 93. I just popped it in there for now, waiting on the respec for 3.21, and we'll see what we'll do. As for my Explode chest, it's here, it's all done. I'm not sure I'm going to use it now because we have the Law Weave, so I don't know. what I'm going to do. I might keep this for a different build. Not sure. So that's that. That's all the build updates. We've got some new stuff to go through. So pop on to the death. I always do it on a Death Oath character. I don't know sure why. I think it's because I class my Death Oath character. If I'm watching a movie or something and I want to do some trading, I just sit on my Death Oath character in standard, which is why she has such an obscene amount of playtime. Because sometimes I'm just watching a movie. I don't want to play PoE, but I'm watching a movie and I'm just like, well, I'll just sit in my hideout and see if anyone wants to trade. I've made currency that way, both in League and in Standard. So yeah, that's what I did. Right, got a new tab here called New, and this is all the new stuff. If you've watched me playing with PoE, you may have had a little bit of a spoiler. So we'll go into that now. Let me just find my stash record. There we go. Okay, so let's go here. So the first thing we're going to grab is our new gems. We've leveled 4 gems since last week, so we go down to our gem record here, to our alt stash. We've got an flame dash, so we'll just update our record. I may have already updated the record. Yeah, it's already done, right, so I don't need to update it. So we've leveled a divergent flame dash, which I found in one of my many blueprints I run. So that's now 2020 and goes into our alt gem tab. Pop. We've got a divergent earthquake 2020. Pop. A divergent despair. Pop. And finally a divergent plague bearer. I've been leveling lots of divergents up. There we go. So that's 4 new gems in our collection. If you're not sure what's going on here, I aim to collect every single gem, 1,389 gems, excluding the 4 that were released in 3.20. That's every gem that's in the game in all varieties. There are 2 that no longer drop that I want. I think it's 2. 1 item quantity, which is an old gem that's no longer available anymore. It is drop disabled. You can only buy them in standard. They go for about 35 to 50 divines uncorrupted at 2020. There are very few left. And Vile Breach, which is the other one I want to get, which is not technically fits my criteria because it's a Vile, and it's the only Vile I want, but I've never had one, and they're super difficult to get hold of now because GGG have changed the way you can get hold of them. So outside of that, there's 1,389 gems, which is why I've got 3 gem tabs, because gem tabs can only hold 500 gems. So hopefully they'll all fit. It's going to be difficult with all the alt gems. I may have to get more of these gem tabs because there's 420 anomalous gems, 410 divergent gems, and only 99 phantasmal gems. What I may end up doing is putting the phantasmal in the exceptional gems with the woke gems, and the 3 will become 6: enlightened, enhance, empower, and then the woke 3 of those. So that's my superior collection, 121 2020 gems, 90 various. They're all different: anomalous, divergent, and phantasmal are kind of all mixed. We've got these alt gems to level up, these superior gems to level up, and level 1 20 quality gems that I found on my gaming. So they're all there, and this is just a massive quad tab with gems that I've had in various builds that are spare that I can use to test stuff. So that is the gems done. What else have we picked up? We have 3 new div cards to add to the library. This is the library. It is going to be a full stack of every single divination card in the game. So that's that. There are currently 115 different card sets, including the 3.20 releases. and I aim to get all of them. So we now switch over to unowned and increase the size so we can see which ones there are. Do them in alphabetical order. So we have picked up Astral Projection, so we can take that off our list. Astral Protection, there we go. Delete, takes down to 114. We now find it, there it is, so pop that in there. Dunk. We have got Rebirth and Renewal. The last one of that came from a stack deck that I opened. Where are we? Have I already removed it? I may have removed all that one already. Well, that's a little bit of a letdown. Is it there? Or, oh, no, it's just Rebirth Renewal. I might have already deleted that from my list then. Oh well. That sucks. Alright, let's find it on our list. Brrr. Rebirth and Renewal. There it is. So in it goes. Dunk. And then finally is one that has got drop disabled as 3.20 started. I had two. I just needed one more, so I brought it from trade. This is the Sustenance, which used to be the old Energy from Within jewel, which you used to be able to get. Now, if you don't remember what it is, we can look it up in my tab. Energy from Within. There we go. There it is. So that is the old version, the Energy from Within. It can no longer drop. I think you can only get it. I'm not even sure if it's in the game anymore. But that is the legacy version of it, and this card would give you a corrupted version. So since GGG have changed their mind on how unique jewels now drop, this card is drop disabled. So I managed to get the last one of that, so we will now find it in our stash library. Where are we? There it is. So that is another one. Dunk, off the list. Dunk. Now I think is that the one, two. Okay, so there are now two sets that are drop disabled that I need. I'm going to bring my spreadsheet. Be aware there are some bright colours on this spreadsheet. I haven't got around to changing them, so I apologise. I hope this doesn't hurt your eyes, but be prepared for some bright colours. 3, 2, 1. So Birth of the Three is an old card that was introduced in 2.1 Talisman, and back then, rather than having the 10 acts we had, you had to run to, I think it was Act 4 3 times, and each time the difficulty increased. The middle difficulty, which I think was called Merciless, and once you killed Hillock in Merciless, he had a chance to drop this card, Birth of the Three. So I brought one from trade standard because it's the only way you can get them now. I already had one from somewhere, brought another one. I went to get the third, but no one was replying, so I hope to get that one between now and the next video, weekly update. And then the other one is the Iron Bard. Need 9, so I'm only missing 4, and I brought another one of those. So this was to give you the Trash to Treasure Prophecy. Now, Prophecy has now been removed. And it was, you would hand this in, you get the Prophecy, you put the Prophecy in your Prophecy tab, and then use a Chance Orb, and it would guarantee a unique. With Prophecy gone, it's one of those cards that have kind of been left behind, that they don't know what they're going to do with yet. So that's done that. So we're now down to 113 sets we need, and this is just stats. I like stats, or statistics if you want the full. So I need, of all the card sets, there's 780 cards in total. I've got 197 of them. Quite a lot of them are obviously zeros because they have Very bad drop rates on where they drop. A lot of them don't even know where they drop. I'm a member of the Discard server. Anyone can join that, by the way. I have added some details in there, but if I've got one of these, it generally means it's come from a stacked deck. So yeah, that's going. Oh, there it is. I've got that one. Huh, it was up there. Why is it up there? How did I miss that? Oh, I was down here, wasn't I? Okay, cool. So we can get rid of this one. That's awesome. Bump. There we go. 112. Yay! So yeah, that's where we are with our cards. This is the Gem Collection tab. This all got all the stats on there. I have completed 225 of the 1,389 gems. So I haven't checked. These are the 4 that came out in 3.20. I haven't checked the wiki to see if all their additions are in. So we may be more anomalous, more divergent, maybe even a new phantasmal. Don't know yet. As for uniques, let's have a look in our tab. New tab. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 uniques. 4 uniques to add to our tab. And I've even made notes on which ones I got and which ones I traded for. So, Song of the Sarai Sirens, I tried getting the card. I farmed for a couple of hours. I didn't have the patience, so we ended up buying one. So we now have the 2 fishing rods in the game. Head over to our tab. It doesn't actually show up. I believe it is classed as a mace, but it doesn't actually show up here. So we'll pop it in. Pop, and our count goes to 1159. We delete it from our record. We've got that. Dink. We brought this because it's a Sanctum drop and I'm never going to get one, so we had to buy that. So that goes in there. Dink. There we go. Finally got the fulcrum to appear and drop, so we've now got that staff. That just leaves us needing replica. Oh, let's increase the thing so you can see them. That just leaves replica Dusk Dawn, so we can add the fulcrum in. Doink. 1161. Ba-dum. And then finally we got Witchbane. So that's one of the new jewels we can add. Where's it? Slot. This is why I need to do lab a lot. I need these Grand Spectrum and Emperor's jewels. That was the idea. Anyway, bomb 1162. Now we've also got. You've seen on the character, if you were observant enough, Wilma's Requital. We do have that on our character in Sanctum. That character will be deleted at some point when I get round to it. It'll be stripped down. I may even try selling the stuff in Sanctum League after this weekend's event to try and make some currency to bring over to Standard. I'm not sure yet. Same with that. I might just try and sell a load of stuff over there. So yeah, Wilma's Requital. We have that. So our unique tab is looking really cool. Despite what it says here, because as you can see I'm already over 100 above the tab. It doesn't count everything. Like there's 2 fishing rods, it doesn't count them. I'm not sure why. So here we are. This is how we're looking. Wilma's Requital we actually have, so we can mark that as a 0. So we're now down to 48. Now Broad Stroke is drop disabled. So I'm going to need to buy that. So that one definitely doesn't count. It's just one I really want to get, and I am counting it for my own personal goal. So that's in there. There's also Replica Forbidden Shaco, one of the dream items. It averages, it's drop disabled, as you can see. It's about 100 divines. It no longer can drop, so there's only a few of them left around in Standard. So this is why I need a lot of money. I need to buy it. I need to stop playing around my builds. I technically do have a Hunter. It's in use, so technically I can mark it off. I know that my mind's gone blank. I can see his face. Lighty, all-in-one challenge. I know if he has one on one of his characters, he classes it being received. So I'm going to do the same because I've basically nabbed this from him via Shack Central. So I'm going to count that as being got. I won't delete it because I really would like to see one in the stash tab. Other than that, it's the same things we're looking for. An uncorrupted Cortex. You can get them from Kirak. You can also get them to drop from red maps. I did much of research in that. I could also buy one, but they do go for 10 divines, specifically uncorrupted, because they can be got uncorrupted. Yeah, I've got one part of the Tower of Ordeals map. If I just go back into PoE quickly, it is sat in this tab, I think. There we go. I've got a set of cards, well, 2 sets of cards. So I've got one in my library, and I turn the other one in, and I got one aspect. So I'm going to try and get the other sets of cards, and then turn them all in to get the item. Never going to run it, just want the item. Because ideally, with my challenge, what I want to do is to be able to click on all of these, and if I can find one, where do I know? Daggers. And that happen. So there's nothing. Rather than clicking on the belts and go, well, yeah, I've got a headhunter, it's on my character. I want to be able to click in here and go, no, I actually have the headhunter, there's only 2 left. Oh, Mage Block. Sorry. Finally, I think we got one more item in here. Yep. I have dropped my very first Tailoring Orb. Never had one before. It's my very first one. It dropped in a blueprint today, the last wing of the last eye level 77 map. Blueprint, sorry, I was doing. And it dropped there. I did get a screenshot. If I can find it, I'll pop it on the screen so you can see. Where are we? Where's my screenshots go? In this folder? Is it that screenshot? There we go. Again, this is a little bit bright, so apologies. 3, 2, 1. There it is. There I am. There's Huck. So there's the blueprint. There's a tailoring orb off of the thing. I picked it up immediately, and I was, oh no, I need to drop it because I need the screenshot. It's the first one I've ever had, so it's not off of the pedestal dropped. But it is dropped. As you can see, it is contraband. You can see the little lock there. It's not something I've brought in then dropped because it wouldn't have the contraband icon. So yeah, my first ever tailoring drop. I've got a list of firsts. That's another video for another time. So that's that. That's my first tailoring orb. So this will go into my storage locker of currency to do. So now we have one tailoring orb and one tempering orb. The old recombinators. We've also got a prime regarding lens. Oh, I can do a little collection of high stuff now. Look at this. Look. Ha ha ha. Put the recombinators over there. Tailoring orb, prime regarding lens, secondary regarding lens, and tempering orb. So they'll never be used. They'll all be sat there. I've got these things. I don't know if they still drop or not. I don't know. I might try and sell one. Meh, whatever. So yeah, this is my thing. I've got a reliquary. Yay! One of them. Still haven't got a fracturing orb, despite the mass amounts of harpies I've run. I'm still on the 4 that I collected. 1 fracturing shard there, and then 3 here. I'll get them at some point. So that's all the new drops. And you've seen the stash tab is all done. So that's all up to date now. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, I need to sort these items out, don't I? Oh, I've got a Vol Spark as well drop. So when my Spark character comes over, my Del Spark character, that'll be going on to that. Get it leveled up to level 20. Be good. I think that's the end of this video actually. Been running for about 40 minutes. I think that's all the updates that I think of. So yeah, like I said, I'll try and go live tomorrow as a test live doing filters and maybe opening some stack decks. If you want to see our 120 stack decks open, there might be less than that. I might get bored tonight and open a stack. In fact, let's have a bonus. Let's go to Delve and open a stack of stack decks and see what we get. My lucky spot is just here. Okay, here we go then. Let's see what we get. Nothing. Mana Chaos. And another one. Oh, moved. Oh no, I'm off the lucky spot now. Oh! Nice. I burn throw those. Either turning them into orbs of making or just use them as yeah. I don't have wisdom scrolls showing up on my filter, so every now and again it's nice to have a bump of 40 scrolls, especially if I don't like the league or like this league I make a mistake. Last one, not looking. Ah. Alright, let's pick up the good ones then. There we go, and see what else we got. Harvester, yeah, Blazing Fire, Opulent, Boon of Justice. Oh, that's actually a good one. I need to put that back on my filter calling, and that can stay there. That stays on the floor, it gets deleted. Right, let's hand these in then. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I haven't checked if I've got any new full stacks yet. I need to do that. Let's do that now. Make the video a bit longer, but hey, never mind. Full stack. Oh, quite a few. Da-da-dum. Let's do this now then. Oh, do we need ever changing? I don't think so. No, we've got that. Right, currency. We'll do that later. I'll hand that one in. That's a gem. We'll do that later. Fusing orbs, chaos orbs. Rat's nest. Yeah, do that. Save the axe one. Or divination scarab. That's nice. Do that one. Oh, 6 link. Some mirror arrows. That's 3 GCPs. Yep. And we'll stop there because my. Oh no. There we go. Boom. Doink. Burning Hour, I've got that. That's a 3 GCP. Some fusings, which are nice. Chaos Orb. Some more of those. Divination Scarab. Ooh, gilded. Not as prized as they used to be. Is it a perfect? 25? 66. Nope, right, dead. That gets vended. 6 link body armor. Is it good base? No. No, right, that gets sold. There's some more fusings. There's another GCP. I know I've got a level 20 burning arrow. It's just 3 GCPs. I also have mirror arrow showing on my filter. It's 3 GCPs. Get that, and we throw one of our fusings on it. See if it'll 6 link. Nope, that's fine. Turn it into sockets then. Bong, 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 bong. Yep, done. Right, let's see what other cards we have. Do those later. Saving that one. Div cards, yep. Save that one. Get some breachstones. Oh, 2 Ventus Gambles, nice. Oh, there's a scroll. Twilight Temple. Some chaos. Some essences. Some more orbs of regret. Nice. That'll stay there. That'll stay there. We'll do the div card ones. Maybe get a mage blood card. That'd be nice. Especially if we do it on the video. Right, some breachstone splinters. I'm intentionally not looking at the vendors yet. Tier 2. Ooh. Vendor. Some chaos. Much needed chaos. Oh, which are those? Greed. No, I need dread. Rage. Is that strength? Meh. Orbs regrets. Always handy. Div card. Oh, Floor's Gift. That's not bad. Could be a 6 link. Yuck. Last one. There. Right, see if they turn into 6 stacks. Yeah, we'll hand that one in straight away. There's Phoenix. We'll leave that alone. Right, done. Right. Stash. Dum 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 dum. Good Lily. Trade. Get that out of the way. Sell. Boom boom. Done. We do have 2 horrible vendors here. So we'll take one out. We'll go for the first one. Drum roll. Brrr, ding. That's bad. Let's have a look at the last one. Pop. Bleh. Right. Let's vendor them. Dum dum dum. Pow. We get another one. Here we go. Oh, nice res. Oh, 4 lightning, meh. Reduced. Yeah, that's horrible as well. Right, we'll put it back in there then. No loss there. Right, that's that done. More cards. This video's going on for a long time. Sorry, people. Going to keep that one. Going to keep the axe. Going to keep the ring. We will now do a jack in a box and the currency. 5 mirrors. Don't even know if it can drop 5 mirrors. Keep saying 5 mirrors. Let's see what the item is. Bop. Vendor. 5 currency. 5 fusings. Not bad, but pretty good. Don't mind fusings. Yeah, average crap. Yeah, more crap. Last one. Eyes closed. It's bad, isn't it? I know it's going to be bad. It's going to be 5 transmutes. 5 orgs. Just as equally as bad. What a trash. What trash. Oh, no, sell. Sell that for some elk shards. Why not? Boom, 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 boom. There we go. No more cards I'm going to be handing in. So we now go back to the unowned and sit it there. It's just nice. Flip the store. Right, what we're doing now. That's it. And we are done. Thanks for watching. Like if you want to. Doesn't bother me either way. Maybe see you in the live show tomorrow. Stay safe in Rogue Harbour. See you next time.